Welcome to my new channel. This is Creator Coaching with Craig, and in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 secrets that helped me overcome anxiety, panic, nervousness when I went to hit the record button to start my first YouTube channel 5.5 months ago. That channel ended up being monetized in 5 weeks, and probably by the time this video posts, I'll have over 14,000 subscribers. One video with 154,000 views. So just to set the context for this, outside of YouTube, like nothing to do with YouTube, I personally struggle with horrible anxiety, panic. I've had panic attacks. So if you struggle with anything like that, I totally identify with you, and I think you're in the right place on this video. One of the first things that I heard as I was looking into starting a YouTube channel is just record with an iPhone. Well, in my case, I didn't really have a modern iPhone. I had an iPhone 8, and it was cracked on the back of it. And so I really didn't think that had any kind of modern software to be able to record these YouTube videos, and I was right. But what I did do is I remembered that I had received a gift several months before I started my channel of an iPad. It was still in my box, and I wasn't sure, what I was going to do with it. But the thought came to my mind, hey, get your iPad and you can use that. At least it's got the latest software that I'm sure YouTube can take to upload these videos. So I really use an iPad simply for the purpose of I didn't have anything else. What I stumbled on, though, was the secret to calming my anxiety, my nervousness, even the panic when I hit the record button. I'm actually using the iPad right now today to record this. So with the iPad, the secret of using the iPad is you can actually put it in front of you like it is right now. I'll put a picture up on this video, and you're actually looking at yourself. You can use the selfie side. You hear the YouTube gurus say, hey, record with your phone, turn it around, use the rear camera. And so you're talking to this cold piece of metal, this little hole in the corner of a phone. But with the iPad, I'm not doing that at all. I have it set up on some books, and I'm literally looking at myself while I'm thinking of you. I'm looking at myself. So I'm actually looking at somebody I'm very familiar with. And in a crazy way, it calms my nerves, lowers my stress level, and I'm able to relax and record the video. I know for me personally, I will never probably use a professional camera. I'm not going to use the back of an iPhone. I'm going to keep doing this method right here because of the anxiety issue. That can really help lower your stress level, and you may want to consider it. And I also want to say you don't have to go buy a $2,000 iPad. I'm using right now a 10th generation, which as far as I know only cost a few $100s. The second secret that I found to calm my nerves, anxiety, stress, and recording, I actually stumbled upon that too. So when I first went to record these videos, of course, I grabbed my iPad. I then kind of upgraded and I bought like a $35 tripod, and it fit the iPad. I put it up in there and lowered it. I found that when I used that, I felt very exposed, very vulnerable. My anxiety started to really kind of crank up. So I was still kind of struggling and floundering on that until I went on vacation to Hawaii. So I'm 4 weeks into my first YouTube channel. And once you start recording, you kind of get the itch for it. If you really like it, you like it. And so I was like, hey, I want to record a quick, easy video while I'm here in Hawaii. So I was in our room. It's just basically a Verbo room. And I didn't have any way to get the iPad at face level. So what I did was I basically dug in the supply closet and I found igloos, I found boxes, I found a flashlight / hurricane lantern, and I kind of just MacGyvered it, just kind of put it all together. I stacked the igloos, I stacked books on top of that. I basically shoved my iPad up there at eye level. I took my backpack and threw the hurricane lantern flashlight in it for lighting, and basically hit record. And in a crazy way, that video, which I want to say was my 5th or 6th video on the first channel, literally exploded. And 4 months later, as of today, it's got 154,000 views. But here's what I stumbled on in that process. I did not know this, but when I stacked the igloos and the books and I had the backpack, I was creating a little cocoon. And in a strange way, I felt a lot more relaxed. I felt more at peace. I thought maybe it's because I'm on vacation. Maybe it was in a way, but I felt more at ease when I hit record. So I get back home, and when I get back home, I get back to the tripod again, and that anxiety just skyrockets. And so I said, let me try to recreate that Hawaii vibe. And so what I did was I took some boxes, like Xerox paper boxes, things like this, stacked them in front of me, and then basically recreated that kind of setup and that vibe. And what I found was my anxiety went down. So I looked that up into Chat GPT, your online psychologist. And basically what it says was that was called grounding. Grounding acts like a shield. So when I stacked those igloos and boxes and things like this, it was creating like a barrier, a protective barrier. So when I'm recording into this iPad, I actually have a barrier and I feel safe. I don't feel exposed. I don't feel vulnerable. I feel enclosed, and I'm able to relax and I'm able to breathe. And just so you know, right now, as I'm recording this video, I'm grounded. I've got multiple boxes here. I've actually upgraded some. So I've got some pine boxes, these pine craft boxes that I've got stacked in front of me. I'll try to get you a picture of this. And I've got some books on top of here. I did not realize this, but it's like a protective barrier for me. And I can relax, and I don't have to feel exposed and vulnerable like I'm talking to the internet. Basically, I can just feel like, hey, I'm talking to you in an enclosed environment. Maybe you could consider something like that if you're struggling with anxiety and nerves and stress and maybe even panic. Try grounding. Try getting in a safe corner of your room. Maybe you could record in a corner of the basement if you've got the lighting, or even do what I do and just stack the boxes, stack the books, and see, that may help you. That's the second secret that I stumbled on that amazingly helped me to get my first channel and now this second channel off the ground. And then the third thing that I found really helped reduce my anxiety and panic and nerves when I went to recording was I basically took multiple takes. Now, I stumbled on this in Hawaii as well. And what I did was I had practiced and gotten ready for my first take. So I went through my first take of that video. It ended up being a 14-minute video. It ended up being a 14-minute video. So I went through that, and then I kind of was feeling good. I was feeling relaxed. I was feeling calm. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to try one more take. And here's the secret. Since I already had one take recorded that was definitely usable, when I went to do the second take all the way through, then basically what I found was that I was a lot more relaxed because there was no pressure on me to produce. I already had a recording that was usable. So what I recommend doing is, that secret is this, is record all the way through. And that means if you make a hiccup or whatever, that's okay. Just keep going. You can edit that out. So I say just record all the way through. And then when you get through, that's fine. Just turn it off. On that second recording, I have found my best videos come on the second recording. Now, I don't always have time for a second recording, but if you can do that, that can really help reduce your anxiety. Well, I hope this has been a help to you. And if you're struggling with anxiety and stress and nervousness when you go to record these videos, my heart goes out to you, because I am diagnosed with some of those very conditions, much less when I go to try to record a YouTube video, even to this day. Try an iPad, use the Selfie Side. See if you can put something in front of you in the corner, some books, some boxes, some place that makes you feel enclosed and safe, and see if you can apply the psychology term of grounding. And then thirdly, plan to do at least 2 takes. That way there's no pressure on any one take whenever you go to record. Well, thanks so much for watching. Would you please consider subscribing to my brand new channel? If you're starting a YouTube channel and you're over 40, 50, really no matter what age you are, I want to partner with you and come alongside of you and help you get your YouTube channel up. Would you consider liking this video, share it with anyone you think it could help? Please drop me a comment. Let me know what works for you. Let me know what your struggles have been. Let me know any other video topics you'd like to see. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next one.